Good, big homie.
Brazy. Yeah. Looks like they back for a fifth season, man.
Who that?
Sports Roundtable.
Who?
SRT Crew.
Whoa.
SRT. They got that realness flowing in their DNA. Damn you lame if you ain't tuned to SRT today. HO got that payload when he say so. What you betting on? Don't get mad at me on fantasy. Break up Kyrie LeBron. I be smooth as sports superhero Hancock in the mix. Deal with roll top forever. Real talk, you know who he gon' pick. See where I be with SRT behind the glass. That G-Money. They with a strong. I never lose. 6-man elite. That's Jay Smooth.
All you other sports radio shows is fake news. Believe that. Turn up your radios, cause it's time for SRT Radio. Yeah.
What up? It's the Sports Roundtable, and we're live from your virtual studios overlooking everywhere, overlooking our tenants. Yes, sir, I'm your main man, H.O. from Bankhead, and back with us, and I'm glad he's back with us because we got a lot to talk about. My main man, the sports superhero, Mr. Hancock. What's going on, broski?
What's good with you, big homie? What's happening, baby?
Man, all is well. We're getting a lot of Olympic talk. We got some breaking news coming up.
Yeah, I'm sure. Breaking news, that's almost like what we already know, I guess. What's been going on with you, man? Just checking in. How about we do a little, just a check-in. How you feeling, big homie? You good? How's your health?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. The blood pressure was 124 over 80 today as I checked it. I was like, boy, you can't get no better than that.
That's what's up.
Wow, that was some good stuff there, man. So
glad to hear. I think we need to check on each other a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Got to figure out how to get this. I found out my AC unit went out, so I got to figure out how to make some adjustments there. But I think God gonna work with me and make it happen for me. So
that's what's up.
At least right now, I got some portable AC that makes it not so hot. But ain't nothing like that central air. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, a lot of times with that, it's that little small. It's called a condenser. If you know somebody that can do that, if you can find one, you back in the game. That's they make a lot of money off of minor fixes in that AC unit thing. So I don't know if you got an HVC, man. You might be able to help you out and hook you up.
Yeah, I got one, and he the one told me I need to get a new condenser. So I did find one that was relatively inexpensive, but then you got to get the what they call the evaporator cord to go with it.
Uh-huh.
So
you sound like you're in the game. What's up?
Yeah, if I go that route, I'll be about $1,500. That'll be the cost.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Yeah, so that sounds like it might be the route that I probably need to go in. So, but other than that, man, life is good. No complaints.
That's what's up.
Yeah. How about yourself? What's been going on with you in the world of life? Yeah.
This life thing, you know how it is, man. You just try to keep it moving. Now the wife's celebrating a birthday today, so shout out to Miss Superhero. She's celebrating a big birthday.
Man, let's go and get that happy birthday in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That and since we won't be here tomorrow, my brother Trey's birthday is tomorrow. So let's shout out.
Absolutely. Shout out to Trey, brother.
Yes, sir.
Got the sister-in-law and the brother. I mean, got the wife and the brother birthday back to back.
Back to back. So shout out, happy birthday to both of them. Many more. SRT love.
There you go. Trey still in Arizona, right?
Yeah, he's still out there, man. He battled through a little few health problems. So everybody take a little time out to send some SRT love his way to get him through his little times he find little trying time he going through. He's a private dude, so I ain't gonna put everything out there, but y'all just keep him in your thoughts.
Yeah, Prayers to my man. Shout out to my main man. Marlon just stepped in the chat room. What's going on?
I
Why?
see him.
He
Shout out,
he
Marlon.
he up in Memphis, man. So you got to give him a shout out
That's what's
for
up.
holding down
Hometown.
Memphis. See if we can get some of that crime to go down.
Boy, I'm telling you, that Bluff City ain't nothing nice, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing about it. Been hearing about it for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking
Everybody
of
that
Bluff
tell you,
City,
man, ain't nothing to be played with. Nothing to be played with, boy.
I know. Speaking of Bluff City, how do you think that taking the big boy out of Purdue is going to help Memphis this year?
I just don't see it, man. I think they're more of an up-tempo squad. Now, maybe they'll be able to change some stuff. I don't know if he can come in and provide some of that anchor that they missed out when they had Steven. What was the big boy came out of?
Steven
Adams. Yeah. So I guess, putting him in that role, maybe he's able to do something. But I don't see how he helps Ja when Ja gets out on the break, unless he gets, maybe he gets the board and outlets it and run. But the play will be over by the time he get there. So I don't know. I'm just not an advocate of these big slow guys, man. But he's had a pretty good couple of days in the summer league. But just like people say, well, look what he's doing in the summer league. But when you say something about other people that don't do so well in the summer league, they tell you, oh, it's just summer league. So it can't be both ways, So we'll see, man. I'm not a fan of him or the other guy. I told you that. So we'll see.
All right, there's a question in the chat right there.
Yeah, but Yao Ming, could he play in this era? That's the thing. You understand what I'm saying?
That is a good question though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe Yao Ming could have developed that outside shot.
But what happens when he gets switched out on Steph, when he gets switched out on Dame, when he gets switched out on
don't
all these
switch.
guards? Well, what you gonna do? You gonna drop coverage? If you drop coverage, what happens? Drop coverage, you're gonna give up a wide open three. So I don't know, man. These guys can shoot.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they could shoot. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, everything is good. What you and our wife are doing for the birthday tonight? Y'all go out to the seafood place to be closed by the time we get off air.
Oh yeah. We're gonna do something this weekend, man. Whatever she want to do. We'll talk about. We'll just get out, probably take out and eat, kick it around, see what else she want to get into.
Oh, I know what you can do, and I'm not trying to be funny, but this is another spot here that you may want to go to.
Okay.
That just celebrates everybody, so you can get Boogie, get Jalen here, bring Peter along, and Lil Mama. Y'all go up to this place called right here on 78 called Gohan. It's a new buffet.
Yeah. You sent me there before. We went there before.
Okay, yeah, I did see you there.
Yeah,
okay,
you had told me about it. Yeah, we've been there. And actually, all the people you named besides Jalen, everybody else went. Yeah, we've been there. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, they enjoyed it. Everybody was good, man. We had a good time.
Okay.
Everybody was cool.
Okay, well, that's good. All right, well, somebody to come up with it. By the end of the night, I have another suggestion for you.
All right.
Definitely have another suggestion for you for the end of the night.
Sound good.
All right, with that being said, Big Homie, I was trying to, D Will say he's traveling, but I did catch him on live last night and he was hyped up and all that kind of good stuff. So he said he was traveling today. So with that being said, we're going to jump into some hot news. The hot news sponsored by Big Easy Grill, 1193 Collier Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Big Easy Grill is the place, the number one place to get your Louisiana seafood all the way live. Louisiana seafood is it. Big Easy Grill, 1193 Collier Road. Go down there and get you some crab claws and some shrimp or some scrimps, whichever way you want to go with it. Get you some of that. Shrimp po' boy, all that good stuff. So Big Easy Grill is the place to be. Make sure you mention Sports Roundtable or SRT and get your 10% off any meals, $25 or more. All right, Big Homie, we'll go ahead and jump into it. Bronny gets his first action of Summer League. Wanted to get your thoughts.
Yeah, I try to contain myself with the excitement of the LeBron James Jr. era. Dude, I'm totally over this whole situation, man. I know it's almost like blasphemous to talk about LeBron and this whole hostage thing that he's doing with the Lakers, man. But I'm just totally disgusted, and we're gonna keep it on Bronny and his debut because that's what we're talking about. But watching him play, man, I was underwhelmed. Let's just be real about it. I mean, I don't think that I didn't see the aggressiveness. I didn't see anything there, but there doesn't have to be any hunger. He's already set. His contract is guaranteed for a second round 55th pick in the draft. And what hunger does he have? What does he have to show to make the team when you've already made the team? You know what I mean? This is supposed to be a showcase and showing why you belong, or trying to, show why you were picked or why you should be on the squad. And I clearly didn't see anything, that changed my opinion of this whole situation. Just being honest.
Well, you know what that sounds like to me?
It
sounds like you finally understand what I mean when I say it wasn't exciting when about Caden Clark. The same thing with Bronny James. The hype may be there, but wasn't nothing exciting about it.
Yeah, but I saw with Caleb Clark a person that could play at that level and affect the game. This dude here is not doing anything on the court, man. I mean, it's like I didn't see nothing. I understand what you're saying there, but this is what I'm saying about. I want to see him be a part of the game. He was. You know what he did? He made the number 5 on each side. He had 5 on this side, 5 on the other side. He ran outside.
Was it?
I mean, it was not 2 for 9. I didn't see anything, man. I just, if
I can be honest with you, big homie.
Talk to him.
If I can be honest with you, big homie, he looked out of place. He looked out of place. He looked very uncomfortable and looked out of place.
Yeah.
Now I don't,
Uh-oh. I think we lost signal or something.
Okay, I think I'm back. You still there?
I'm here, big homie.
Okay. Yeah, so I was saying it, I don't know what just happened, but he just looked out of place to me. But I haven't played in NBA, so I don't know what in place look like. But I know it when I see it, just like your analogy all the time. You can't explain it, but you know it when you see it.
Right. And it just goes hand in hand with the lies that they talk about how he deserved this spot. That's what the biggest problem is, that they continue to try to push this narrative. You heard all of them at his press conference talking about he earned this, and it wasn't basically because of nepotism. They see something in the future for him and all. Look, man, if his name was LeBron James, he would not be on any NBA roster. He may have, he probably would have been invited to somebody's camp. But all this rhetoric and talking about, that Rich Paul called all these organizations, said don't draft him because if you do, we're going to send him to Australia. Probably was a lot of teams taking up collection to help him buy the ticket. What are you doing? Looking at this, I'm like, what you gonna threaten somebody about sending him to Australia? For what? What? Come on, man. That's just to make the thing look good. Because just like drafting him, you could have taken him and had him invite him to your camp, because nobody was gonna draft him, big homie. Who was gonna draft him? Who was
they said the Celtics could have drafted him just out of spite.
Look, man, please. I don't know, man. This is just a farce, man. It's bad. And to make it as big, the biggest thing is that this is my squad. This is my Lakers. And I'm sitting up here and I'm watching all this the thing is just going down the tubes, man. And this is the first time today I listened to Reddick and LeBron do their podcast, and it was entertaining. They talked about it. It's insightful. You know, JJ knows the game, or seems to know the game by what he talks about on that podcast, the way he breaks down defense, breaks down plays, and you know how you should try to defend this, or if it's really not able. And I understand that. That's cool. Yeah, connect ain't good either. I've been saying that from the start. And I'll get to that in a second. But to have him as your head coach, and this is a guy who has only coached his kids and at a, you know, little whatever, little league level, whatever. You got that
academy.
Right. So he'll be calling all the shots as the head man on the team. You got LeBron getting his kid to come play with him, instead of trying to build the team and find better players. You always talk about you want size. They could have went and got the kid from North Carolina. They lost to 47 pounds and put him at the middle. He can play. We've seen him play. He took his team deep in the tournament. So why not spend that draft pick on him if nobody, you see what I'm saying? There was other ways to do something to try to make this team better. And getting your son to come play with you because you're more interested in your legacy than trying to win.
Really,
yeah, you're not trying to win. And then you push this Dalton Connect guy who is this been in college 6 years or whatever, and because he has a good year playing against other kids that college basketball we know is not in the place it should be, but you pull up him and talk about what a great pick you got, and the first thing that we talk about or that's been said about players that stay in college too long is if you're in college for too long, that means you're not good enough to play. Well, hell, I think he was in there way too long. So why is he okay now? That's my point. So why are you pushing the narrative that this is a great pick when he stayed in college or had to stay in college this long to develop? How much runway left for him, Horace? How much, you see what I'm saying? His ceiling, he pretty much just reached it. You already got a white dude on the team that can play better than him.
He in the attic.
Yeah, he's his first 2 games, he was 6 for 25 or something like that. So what is he doing? What are we talking about? I'm over it. I'm over it, man.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you what else this sound like, and be honest with you. Right. You sound like you've been holding this for a couple of weeks.
Because they keep pushing it in your face, man. They keep pushing this in your face, talking about how the Lakers are, that LeBron also that he took less money to sign the player or whatever, and keep him out the second apron. You took $2 million less. Okay, so what did you do? You took $2 million less. You paying your son $2 million, so the money's still in the house. How you taking less if you paying your son guaranteed money instead of coming to your kind? Like I said to you before, remember that I told you that Giannis pays his brother? LeBron paying his son. LeBron paying his son. He took $2 million less. They paying his son $2 million a year. What is that?
All right, Marlon says he got your answer for you right there.
Okay. But that's fine. I understand that. And if business, I keep saying if the Lakers and you talking about business, they one of the Cadillac business franchise it is. But for people like me who want your team to win, this don't sit well with me. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Not being a Laker fan. And if you're a Laker fan, you really, most Laker fans wasn't with LeBron coming there anyway. Let's just be real about it. So,
So let me ask you this. This is my question.
I'm listening.
If you're a real Laker fan, you didn't want LeBron to be there, or if you did want LeBron to be there, you want a real Laker fan.
No, I'm not saying that. And I shouldn't say real Laker fans didn't want LeBron. A lot of Laker fans didn't want LeBron to come. Put it like that. Okay. I won't say real Laker fans because I'm sure there are real Laker fans that are happy with this that are LeBron fans. So they got the best of both worlds.
were you happy or upset that they signed LeBron back to the deal that he got for over $100 million for 2 years?
Look, man, I couldn't be either way because I knew it was coming. I mean, it wasn't even a question whether he was going to sign back with the Lakers. You know, especially once everything lined up. He told you 2 years ago, at least a year and a half ago, that he wanted to play in the NBA with his son, right? I mean, this was stated. This is nothing that was covert or that they hid. You knew this. This was what this was all about. So they put the plan together. They just like, you know, the conservative side of the political game. You know, while the Democrats get out here and march and sing and whatever, they go behind the scenes and affect change. They do things to put things in place. LeBron did the same thing. They put this all in motion and made it happen. And that's what happened. Yeah, to me, it ain't even about Kobe's legacy. Kobe's legacy is cemented. What I didn't like about it was they tore up the team and killed the future of the franchise in doing what they've done.
Yeah.
And AD the same way to me. I thought, you know, that the title, you have to take it. And I say, okay, it's fine. I'll take it because I'm a Laker fan. I'm happy. Puts one more in the coffers. But at what expense was that championship given? You know, or won, to put it like that. At what expense?
Right.
Because you pretty much
you done traded a whole lot of people it was
no stability.
You traded that now for later.
Yeah, you killed the coaches. How many coaches went through? The guy that came in and helped you win a championship, you got him out of there. The guy that got you to the conference finals, he gone. I mean, there's a common denominator there. There is a common denominator there. Let's just call it like it is.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe some fans that are insecure. I don't know. I'm not one of them, but I mean, and me and you talk all the time, big homie, and I tell you, I never question LeBron's greatness, you know, but he's not a let's just be real about that. You know, he's just a high dude that came in there. He won a title there. That's an awesome thing. But when he goes into the Hall of Fame, you think he going in as a Laker or he going in as a Cavs?
Cavs.
Exactly. That's where he's going in.
Well, my question to you is, does he deserve a statue outside of the Staples?
I don't think so. But I think, you know, we give him a banner or something. But I just tripping. Give him a plaque. I don't think he deserves, when you look at the statues that are in front of Staples Center, from what I garnered and what I gathered, those are tenured Laker, you know, vets or Laker legends.
Homegrown?
Not all homegrown, but the greatest years of their career were Lakers. You understand what I'm saying? When you think of them, there's no question that the apex of their careers was as a Los Angeles Laker. That's the way I see it. So, yeah, I don't think a statue should be there. You know, they may do. I don't think it should be, but with, you know, him running the organization and Rich Paul running the NBA, who knows? Well, he might have a statue at every arena. Who knows? I don't know. Because you can tell. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. Rich Paul, and being the super agent, pretty much dictates a lot of what goes on in the NBA. Not like David Falk didn't do it, and Rosenstein or all those other big high-powered agents at the time.
Right.
But you know, for him to hold people hostage or whatever, franchises afraid to do anything with this player because he'll say, well, you know, I'm gonna get this other player coming down the line, and if you don't do right or do what I say, boom, you don't even have a chance with my guy. Or when it comes to negotiation time, it's gonna be a problem. So he's holding a lot of these teams, hostage or holding a lot of weight over their head, when they have to make decisions, because he's a top agent in the NBA right now. He might be in sports soon.
So, Big Homie, let me ask you this. We had this question last week, and we posed it. Who has more power over the NBA right now? Is it LeBron James or Rich Paul?
They're the one and the same. How can you separate that? They are one and the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they are. I mean, Big O, let's just be real. If me and you tight like that, and I got all this money to put you in a place to where you start this agency and you start doing all that, are we partners? When I gave you the money and I'm backing everything to get this thing off the ground, I'm the reason you dating Adele. Adele wouldn't be thinking about your black ass if it wasn't for this. Come on, man. I'm just being real, man. Come on, man.
Boy, I'm having to use Opus clips on that one and make sure we get that one up.
My bad, bro. But I'm just saying.
No, you good.
I mean, it's just.
I agree. They one and the same. Or LeBron may have more power because he's the one who's controlling the puppets behind the curtain.
Come on, man. He's great at throwing rocks and hiding his hands, man. And that's what he did in this whole situation. Acting like he had nothing to do with how they got the coach, acting like he didn't come up and push this thing to have Bronny come through. And that's what he do, man. He passive aggressive.
I gave JJ Redick a boy stop last week for lying to us about how he felt like Bronny would have been picked either way. They've been scouting him and this and that. And I'm like, bro, come on, JJ.
That's my point right there, Big Homie. And then people defend it. Yeah, people defend it and they talk about, well, it's nepotism that goes on and everything. It's nepotism. Look at the owners and look at the coaches, how they bring their kids up and they become coaches and all that. That's fine. I understand that. But when you bring them all up, they come in as the water boy. They come in and go get the pizza guy, go get the coffee, and they bring the video guy, stuff like that. You don't come in and get a guaranteed $8 million contract when you average 4 points and two rebounds or whatever he did at USC. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. And then they spin it. They try to make it's like you know what they've done, Big Homie? They've taken the playbook of Trump. How Trump will say he didn't do it, and he did. He didn't had sex with porn stars. He done lied and talking about grabbing people. He been brought up on 34 felony charges and all that. And then he'll get on TV and say none of that happened. And the Lakers are doing the same thing by telling you LeBron James Jr. is a great basketball player. That we picked him 55 because we saw something in him. And the other part, we told everybody don't get it because they would have got him too. They using the same playbook. It's the same thing. Who you gonna believe? What you see or what I'm telling?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, hold on. Marlon says so. LeBron is a puppet master. Well, first of all, there's nothing wrong with being a puppet master if you have the power to do it. So, I'm just telling you what's happening and what I believe to be the truth. So I'm not saying that there's something wrong with it. I'm just saying what's actually happening.
Yeah.
So, and then you'll love this word. Put this in your thesaurus as Marlon continues to. Yeah. And I agree. Most people don't have the juice, but
yeah.
I mean, let's call it what it is. Yeah,
like
exactly.
I wouldn't have an issue, Big Homie, if it wasn't my Lakers. I'll be honest with you. He was doing this to somebody else's franchise. I'd be cool with it.
You'll be cool.
I don't like what he's doing to the Lakers. I'm a Laker fan.
There you go. Okay. Well, all right.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah.
I got
but to tell you how the world going to hell in the hands basket, Big Homie, Cooper Flag about to make me a Duke fan. So
there it is, my man. Come on. Hey, I just kicked somebody. out of the van. So come on, we ready.
Boy, that's ridiculous, man. He doing 17, man.
Look, I'm about. Matter of fact, that is our next subject. Cooper Flag impressive versus the USA team. And my question is this: before we even get to Cooper Flag, how is Derek White a chosen replacement over Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, well, over there, Jaylen Brown. I now when you say that, I understand. I'm like, yeah, that is kind of far fetched. But as far as an on-ball wing defender, he probably top 2 or 3 in the game. As far as a defender, a wing defender, 2 guard out there in the perimeter, defend 2 and 3. So I understand why they got it. But I don't know. Maybe you remember LeBron said a lot of GMs and everybody, you don't really like this dude. I don't know. It's just maybe something to it. I don't know, man. I didn't. When you said that, it never occurred to me about Jaylen Brown until you just said that. But man, that's why we do the show,
so we can work things out amongst ourselves and with the listeners and the tenants, so we can get some answers.
Yeah, that's a
how do you not put Jaylen Brown on any NBA or any NBA team? He wins the MVP for the finals of the championship team.
Yeah,
and you choose a guy on his same team, and he's not on the Olympic team.
Yeah, I wish I knew, but I'm telling you, it never occurred. You know the name that occurred to me when Kawhi went down, and maybe because of the proximity they play on the same team, I immediately thought Paul George. When I was thinking about the rest of the big names that are left in the NBA. And I guess Paul George's name still rings because he's one of the bigger free agents that signed in this offseason. So I guess he was fresh on my mind. But there's no question to me after you mentioned Jaylen Brown, he should have been the guy. I honestly feel that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand that. Man. All right, so Marlon said, first of all, Kawhi, he called him Kawhi, should never have been chosen on the team anyway.
Did you see them walk in the first day? When they walked in, everybody was greeting each other. He limped into the building. He was limping.
Yeah. All right, so
I was like, why is he there?
I think this is for you, big homie, because Marky in the building.
Okay.
Okay. Mark is speaking facts, ain't he?
All right, he's going to start the season for sure. I think the first game of the year, they're going to get this out of the way. He's going to play with LeBron. But
they're going to get it out of the way.
Yeah, I'm not sure he won't be in the South Bay Lakers most of the season, though. Yeah, because, I don't think he's ready. If he's not able to compete with these guys in the summer league, how's he going to compete with guys that are seasoned vets in the NBA? That's my point.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. He's having trouble even being one of the top 8 guys when we're seeing him play in the summer league during this game. I'm not even talking about the entire summer league. I'm just talking about on the court at the time.
Well, hold on. Let's go back. And I know we've been about to talk about Cooper Flag, but I want to ask you. Boogie Ellis, a guy from Memphis, played at USC, transferred from Memphis. Well, he's from California, and he went to Memphis.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Boogie Ellis went to Memphis, transferred from Memphis to USC. Along with Isaiah Collier, led the team in scoring, was one of the best 2 players on the team. He didn't even get drafted.
Didn't get drafted.
Did not even get drafted, man.
No.
So explain. Now he averaged 16 points a game. Brandon averaged 4.8. Explain.
Big homie, I'd do better trying to teach you a trig problem right now. Or break down some. It don't make sense, dog. It don't make sense. It does not. There's nothing about what they've done in this situation that has made sense. Okay. I've hated this whole offseason.
And you're a Laker fan, so that's why. So I got to sit aside. Coach, he sat in for you last week. Coach,
okay. What's up, Coach?
And Marlon said, don't forget, Wemby didn't look good in his first summer league game either. But
Please don't mention them in the same breath. Please.
there you go.
Please don't mention them in the same breath.
All right, Marky got a little question for you there, big homie.
He said I've been downplaying him at work.
He said you admitting something, but yeah, you've been downplaying it at work.
I don't know what I'm admitting. He had to break it down. Tell me what I'm admitting.
My main man, Maurice, is in the building. Got to give a shout out to Maurice, man. Always doing this thing. He said he saw X Brown may have spoken out against our ally. We've been jumping.
See, that's what I said. It had to be something political. I knew it had to be something. I knew it. Had to be something. I knew it, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, so that's why he's not. That don't. Hand, come on, bro. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
He's not even in office yet, and still got some power.
Dude, well, I'm telling you, it better start worrying about it getting in office. People better understand it and better understand about. I'm just gonna put it out there. Project 2025. If you don't know about it, go look it up. I ain't gonna go no further, big homie. But everybody need to understand what Project 2025 is. But let's get back to sports, big homie.
All right, Cooper Flag. All right, that's our next item up to be. Cooper Flag, impressive on the select team versus the U.S. team. Your thoughts?
I just told you, big homie, I thought something I'd never come out of my mouth. But Cooper Flag, he got me want to be a Duke fan. Dude is a baller. And I understand, I know D. Will watches way more basketball than I do, and he definitely watches at the youth level. But I've seen clips, and I told him, and this ain't the first guy I've told him that I saw that I thought was good, and they turned out to be something. We talked about Ja Morant, and I saw that. I talked about Luka, saw that. What I see in Cooper Flag is he's a great white hope, big homie. To be real about it. He's a great white hope, and he got the game and the attitude to back it up. And he has no fear. You can see it. He has all the intangibles right now, as I see. And it don't hurt that he's white. It don't hurt at all that he's white.
Yeah.
But this dude here can ball. And I'm telling you, he's the next, man. He's the next.
He's the next.
He's the next. I'm telling you. Yeah, he legit, man. He that dude. I watched him.
He ain't but 17 right now.
I know. I don't know. I don't see a 17-year-old ball player when I watch him play, man. I really don't. But yeah, I'm impressed with him. I can't wait to see him next year. And I think it's going to be a lot of games where he looks like a man amongst boys. So I don't know what else is going to be there with him next year, but the inside track of what I see. Exactly.
Coach taking the jab.
Yeah, this is a waste of time. He should be going to Paris with them and getting ready for the NBA. This year in college is a waste of time.
Yeah, I agree. It is a waste. This is a poster child right here for why kids should go at least have the opportunity to go pro out of high school.
I keep saying, I agree with you.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Did you know that Cooper Flag has a twin brother?
No, I didn't. I bet he can't walk and chew gum.
It's not even close.
That's what I'm saying. Cooper got it all. See, God ain't gonna give both the same. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It's just something about it. Cooper probably got some black in him somewhere the way he play. Hey, it's something about it. I'm telling you. Something in there. He like a Babe Ruth or something. The Bully, he can hoop. All bull, all crap aside, he can hoop. Man.
His brother name is Ace.
But that ain't important. He just need to get the luggage, do whatever he got to do. Make sure Cooper car warm. Always have money. He'll be fine. Does he play at all?
You know they won the national championship in high school, so he did.
He was on the team.
Did play. Yeah, he was on the team.
Yeah. Well, he don't have to worry about
play,
it.
but he didn't get. I mean, Cooper Flag got all the. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. He don't have to worry about it.
He ain't got to worry about it.
You don't have
He
to
go do like Jared McCain, brother. Just go ahead and quit and just be a manager.
He might as well. I hope he good at something. But I know Cooper got all that. He can see he got that on lock.
He got that on lock.
Yeah.
So how many Duke games you go watch this year, big homie?
Oh, I definitely will be watching the first 2 or 3 for sure. And then if he's in prison, I'll be watching a lot more of him because I'm really not a college basketball fan, but I can't wait. This right here is going to be equivalent to Caitlin Clark. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know how it is, big homie. They look for a white athlete that can do things, and he is the next. I'm telling you, if he going off like that, you watch the Cooper Flag mania. I'm telling you, it's gonna be ridiculous. Especially with what happened the other day on the select team, the way he played against the USA guy. That's starting to fire for people. I'm a fringe guy who knew about him, and had seen some things on him. But now he's coming into the conscious of the average basketball fan who's now kind of peeping in and watching what's going on with the Olympic team. And then this guy, he said, 17-year-old who, quiet as kept, they say almost beat the team, the other day.
They lost by 1 point.
Yeah, 1 point.
They lost by 1 on a block shot at the buzzer.
Right. So, yeah, man. I mean, it's about to be, you know how we are. We start pushing and they're pushing stuff. He's going to be out there.
Yeah, I can't wait to come over to the. I can't wait to come over to the man cave over there and
yeah, man. Yes, sir. You know where I am.
That's gonna be different.
You know where I am. I'll be in here. I'm gonna show check it out.
You want me to bring your? Can I bring your Duke shirt or a Duke hat too?
No, come on now. Let's not push it. Let's not push it. But yeah, man. I mean, look, man. I'm anticipating seeing him play, man. For real. All jokes aside, I see a lot in this dude. Yeah, really do. And I talked to D. Will, and D. Will, I want to know what it is about his game that he doesn't like or he doesn't see. I just don't understand it.
Well, you still got questions about the things that he liked about Marvin Bagley, and that didn't pan out too well.
No, it didn't. Bagley, but I don't know. I feeling kind of like with Ja Morant. I didn't know why he didn't like Ja. Why? Well, he didn't say he didn't like Ja. He said he didn't see it. He wasn't impressed with it, and I just didn't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's able to get on because I want to hear more of what he says about Flag because I don't know, man. I see a lot of game there.
Look at Dez. Dez say Marvin who?
The bag.
We're not talking about Marvin Williams. You can believe that.
You gonna make Maurice get upset over there. You mentioned him now.
Yeah, I know. Well, he can tune in. All right, next we got DeMar DeRozan got traded to the Kings rather than the Lakers, and they say DeRozan had a choice, and he chose to go with the Kings.
It seemed like nobody wanted to be a part of the Lakers, man. They had, Clay could have gone there, DeRozan could have gone there. There's a lot of guys that, that kind of put back and didn't want it.
Does this put the Kings back in the contending form in the West?
I don't know, Big Home. I mean, it gives them a definite bucket. It gives them like a guy that they can get the ball to and go make a shot. He's a step up from what they had, Harrison Barnes. I don't know. And then he's a year older now. So we'll see. I think he still has a lot of game left. So, but DeRozan is a mid-range game. That's what he does. Solid, good defender. I think it helps a lot. We'll see. But the West is deep, man. The West is deep.
Yeah, they are. I agree. Coach said no championship for him.
For Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I won't go as far as to say they're a champion. I do think they'll be a contender or a player in the West now. I do think that, but I'm not saying they're ready for a championship. I mean, that remains to be seen. You know, we
now,
didn't. I can guarantee at the beginning of the year.
A contender and a player are two different things now. So what we're going with the Kings right now? Contender or player?
No. I mean, well, I think when you're a player, it means that you getting there in that seat where you got a chance to win it. I think contender is the same thing. When I say them, I think the way I use it, they're kind of like the same thing. So I don't know. I think that, yeah, I think that they have a legit chance, but a lot of things have to fall right. You know, sometimes it's the matchups. You know, still they don't have a matchup for Joker. You know, you just don't want to meet Joker early in the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, certain squads you just don't match up well against. You know, so I'm not sure that this does anything, you know, for certain teams that they might play, but other teams it might.
I can see that.
I think it's a good move, though. I do like the pick. I do like them getting him. You know, I think, like I said, I think it's an upgrade from Harrison Barnes. Barnes is a good player, but I think DeRozan puts you at a different level. So I go with DeRozan over him. So I like what they've done.
All right, Dad said, if you can't see, I'm making the conference finals. They can't be considered a contender. Okay.
Yeah. I understand that. But like I said, I think it's all about the seeding also and who they might not have to match up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, big homie. Last thing on the hot news. How excited are you about the Olympics? We are a couple of weeks away from the Olympics right now. Starts on the 26th of July. What sport are you more excited about? Basketball, track, gymnastics? Give me some.
Okay,
swimming.
Gymnastics, the only thing I want to see is a little Simone Biles. That's about it. Track and field and basketball, I will be definitely interested in both of those. Because, I mean, track and field, man, it's something about the anticipation of big races and stuff like that you get up for and you want to see. I'm sure I'll peep at some of the boxing, but, you know, like I said, the only time boxing was relevant big time in the Olympics for us was the 76 Olympics when all those stars came out and became pros. So maybe this team will do that for us when we understand some of the names and get to know them. So I do like boxing. It's a sport that I'll gravitate to.
The 84 Olympics had some pretty nice boxing folks in there too. Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, look them up because I know I can call back on the 76 people from Mildred Taylor to Sugar Ray to Spinks, the other Spinks. You know, it was a lot of names in that Olympics. So, you know, but I'm not sure who I was in 84.
84, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. They talking about Henry Tillman and Tyrell Briggs. Yeah, okay.
No, you go back to the 76 Olympics and check that out.
Yeah.
And see those.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Those were the ones. Yeah, that's when, like I said, okay, but I think, like you said, it can catapult into the main sports. I think that's why boxing will be big because they'll translate and go to the next level. You can kind of follow those names. Track and field, with it not being an American event all the time, you know, mainly these track and field meets, the ones we see are like that are big, they're like overseas, and you know that's where they make a lot of the endorsement money running over there and everything. So there are events here that do hold weight, but it's more of a world thing when you talk about sprinting and track and field. So, like I said, there's not like in boxing where you have this anticipation of a big fight and everybody gets ready to watch it, or in basketball you have the seasons that coming back. These people come over here and watch them play, you know, during the season and then get to a championship series. But so I think that's the one thing that you have in those sports. But
Coach said the
again,
track and field go take center stage and go have some serious battles.
it will. It's gonna have some good battles. That's why I say I think it's gonna be good. This is the time that the world kind of the average track and field fan, he becomes enamored with the sport, want to see what happens. Other than that, we just kind of watch Sports Center and see it. Yeah, he's supposed to be pretty fast. You don't tune into those meets in the Olympics. Everybody be watching, so a lot of eyes will be on it. So yeah, like I said, track and field, boxing, basketball, those are the ones I'll be watching. I won't be watching any swimming. I'll be watching Simone because I know I'm gonna watch her. But that's about it, big homie. I will be watching wrestling and.
All right, Marlon said that they got 3-on-3 basketball this Olympics.
Yeah, I'll be watching some of that, no doubt.
You watch some of that, men and women, or just
yeah,
men?
because like I said, I've been following the WNBA. I know the women now. That's the thing. When I watch these games, I can identify with who's playing.
Mm-hmm. Cuz said, "What's up?"
Yeah, I'll be watching. What's up, Cuz?
Marlon said he gonna be watching weightlifting.
Nah, I know I won't be watching that too much. Back in the day, though, I did used to watch this one dude named Vasily Alexiev. He was a Russian dude. He used to pick up everything that couldn't walk away. I'm talking about this dude. Just look at him, Alexiev. He was one of the strongest men in the world at the time.
Alexia who?
It was what's his name? Just named Alexiev, I think is how he pronounced it. But he was huge. He was strong. He was a big dude, and he picked up everything. The bar used to bend like this, man, when he pick up all the weight. So he was, I think it was Vasilia Alexia or something like that. But you can't ask me to spell it. But he was a beast. Yeah, that was back when Olga Korbut was the top gymnast in the world. So, I predate y'all. Y'all don't remember these names, but this was way back, like 72 and all back in those Olympics. Those are the ones I can remember back again and watched.
You got me looking up this dude.
Yeah, if you look up Russian, one of the greatest Russian
Vasily Alexiev.
Yeah, that's him.
I seen
gold medalist.
1972.
Big homie. Hey, what was 72?
I was born. Yeah, 72,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told you, big homie, I got still some memory up there. I remember him.
Man, let's say what's up the most. She on in the chat, man. She got the rising she got a rising superstar in baseball coming up. Mr. Noah Lewis. Gotta give him some love. Let's give Mo some love for being a awesome parent, man. She raising a superstar. I want to get her on, man, and figure out how she's able to raise a superstar and what's that been like, raising a star-studded baseball player.
That's awesome.
Knowing that he's going to be getting all kind of attention and things of that nature. Marlon said he knows exactly who he is. He was the strongest man contest. Yep. Coach said he owned weightlifting.
Yeah. Yes, sir. He was the dude, man, back in the
day. And you going back in the time machine, ain't you, bro?
Hey, man. Ask them if they remember Olga Korbut. And Nadia Comaneci. Nadia Comaneci was the first female gymnast to get a 10 in the Olympics. Perfect score.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And then in boxing, one of the great guys.
You can be our resident Olympic guy, huh?
Yeah. One of the great names in boxing was Teofilo Stevenson. Look him up. He owned the heavyweight division. I think he won like gold medals in two Olympics, but he was unstoppable. He was a Cuban. Bad dude. Look him up.
I feel you on that. All right, Big Home. We'll go ahead and transition. We're about to go ahead and jump into some ballers, busters, and boys. Stop.
You already know where I'm going.
Let me go ahead and change that. There you go. Go ahead and put your ballers and busters and boy stop in there. Look, coach, you and coach gonna have a good time tonight. I see. He said Russia is not sending any athletes to the Paris Olympics. Okay, I guess they scared now.
Ever since they broke up all the, Russia used to own, they called the USSR. They had all those nations. So they had all the athletes over there. But when they broke up everything and all those countries became able to, be their own entity, Russia wasn't the dominant team again like they used to be. And then they stopped Russia from cheating all the time with them steroids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Germany from cheating with steroids.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. My baller this week, and you go, I think everybody will love this one. My baller goes out to Faison Love for finally somebody putting the stamp down and saying what they really felt about Stephen A. Smith. And Faison Love did not hold back at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. So Faison Love, you are my baller this week. You had the guts and the balls to say exactly what everybody has been feeling about this guy for years. And I've been saying, if he ever in Atlanta, please let me know. And I introduce myself.
No. Big homie, I don't want you to do all that, big homie. Just let him be. Let him live.
Yeah, well, pray about it.
It's some meat on that phone, though, big homie. Go ahead and talk to me about Mr. A, though. I mean, what is up with that dude, man? Let's just be real. And I know we're getting off a little bit, but I mean, some of the stuff he's doing, do you think it's just clickbait? Do you think he actually believes or really?
Bro, he's infatuated with the money that he's getting, and he's an Uncle Tom. I don't care what nobody say. He is an Uncle Tom, point blank period, that continues to do things and say things that contradicts everything that he says, period. I mean, he just I mean, you know how Uncle Tom folks do. They try to straddle the fence on both sides, and that's what it is. And
so I mean, with him. So what this latest thing he said? What's the thing that irked you the most on what he said lately? The last thing.
What about the OJ situation?
Yeah. Talk to me about that.
It's not even his lane. That's the problem I have with him. He talks about things that's not even conducive to his lane of expertise. He's not a political guy. He's not a courtroom guy. So why are you talking about it? I mean, you barely do all right talking basketball, and most of that is just, you watch other shows and get their comments and you just regurgitate it. But all this talking about football and baseball, you just don't need to talk about nothing that doesn't require you to have experience on. You need to have some kind of experience in what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the problem that I always had.
Let me ask you this. Was it in good taste to have OJ be mentioned in memorandum on a show widely viewed in the black neighborhood, in the black community?
I think it was in good taste. Yeah,
okay.
I think it was a situation where it was time to show homage.
Yeah, because I'm asking.
We ain't doing it no other time. I mean, that's the best platform to do it in.
I'm asking the question, but I'm with you. I didn't see a problem with it being, remembered in that way. It was nothing to me. It didn't rub me the wrong way. But if my wife was sitting right here with us right now, she'd tell you the first thing I said when I saw it, I was like, this is going to get back some backlash. And I knew it, and it's just like anything else that this is what I just got through talking to you about a minute ago about how the powers that be, don't put themselves in that light, but they have the puppets out there that do their work for them. They have Stephen A. mention this. They have Charles Barkley talk about this kind of stuff. They have people say it, that they're black. They might not be invited to all the cookouts, but they do get to some of the cookouts also. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, well, let's put it out there with these guys because it'll carry weight. The message will get out, but we won't look bad saying it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And they do this a lot of times. This is where I have a problem with the things Stephen A. does. This is just like when Steve Harvey got caught, shaking hands or whatever when he was with Donald Trump, when that photo came out with him in the lobby with him. Right. Whether he was with him or not, it looked like you were with him. So, okay, if Steve Harvey say okay, I guess it's okay. If Charles Barkley said this is wrong, I guess it is something wrong with this. If Stephen A. said something is wrong, so they get used in this way. And again, this is the playbook that the powers that be use constantly, and we continue to fall for. We fall for it on every level in everything, from politics to sports. You name it, we get caught up in, and we get caught in the crossfire. But I just wanted to see what you thought of why you thought it was something. I knew it was going to be this way.
And I think we on the same page with it. He's a puppet, and he's a puppet and an Uncle Tom at the same time.
Yep. Man. From saying
just like Marlon said, you cannot straddle the fence.
Yep, I understand what Trump is feeling. Black people go through that. That's why why black people identify. Man, I don't know black people identify with Trump. Come on with that, man. Some bull. You shouldn't even say that, man.
Let's get back to the bottles and bustles. Let's see. I had some on here. I think Coach had one. All right, Coach said his ball is Ella Dela Cruz scored from third on the ground ball to the pitcher.
Dang.
Wow,
he can fly. He can fly. I didn't see the play, but I can imagine he can do it.
Marlon said Willie D went off on Stephen A. Smith as well. So everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna get, since we going in that set, I'm gonna go Cam and Mace for what they said about LeBron James Jr. and all that. So I'm with them as my baller, because they called it like it was all this sugarcoating and all that. They said, no, dude, you always smiling, you ain't trying, you don't show no fight or whatever. And you talking about, and then the next day you got knee swelling when they protecting you. It's some bull. So yeah, I'm with Cam and Mace. They get my baller.
Cam and Mace your baller for telling it like it is.
Yeah, tell it like it is. Great show. If y'all get a chance to check it out. Pretty good show too.
All right, Cuz says ball is Angel and Asia for having the prettiest legs in the NBA. WNBA.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Not a bad one.
Yeah, Cuz looking at them legs, ain't he?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't mad at it.
All right, I think that's all the ballers I got for right now. All right, we got the Busters. The Busters this week. Boy, I had a couple of them. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm gonna use. Let me see. My Buster this week is going to be thought I had one. I'm gonna let you go ahead, Han. I'm gonna let you go get your bus.
Oh, my bus is the Laker organization, big home. The Los Angeles Laker organization. My biggest bust, and there'll probably be you probably don't even, I can write my segment in for the next 26 weeks, man. This is horrible, man. I just for trying to push this narrative down my throat that you took LeBron James Jr. because you feel he's a piece that can help your organization win and a prospect, and you guarantee his money 4 years, a 55th pick, that I guarantee we go back and look through the draft, this is an outlier. They don't give guaranteed 4-year deals to 55th picks in the draft. It just don't happen. And for all these people like Nick Wright who come out and blatantly lie and said that this is the same contract that they gave their second round pick last year, he's a lie. It did not happen. It doesn't happen, and it won't happen. So again, this is what I'm talking about. That's my buster for the Lakers for what they do, and all the people that keep fronting and how do you these people are on Clutch's payroll, big homie. You've heard that, right? From Nick Wright to Shannon Sharp, everybody who can't say nothing bad about LeBron James, they on the payroll. They paid by Clutch. So
paid by Clutch to push the narrative, huh?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. So I'm over it. Those are my busters, man.
All right, Baller. There's a Shakur Stevens and the buster. The judges from the Foster fight.
Ooh, yeah, that was
highway robbery. Right?
He got robbed. Oh no, it was better. It was worse than Harry. They just went in the house and grabbed everything. They took everything they wanted. Right, it was horrible. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
But I'm not sold on Shakur Stevens. No, big homie. I watched him fight, and I wasn't impressed with this fight. And I think this was the first time that I really sat and watched the complete fight. And I was looking for more. I said defensive fighter, smooth, slick. I don't know. I want to see more out of him next time. I'm not going to throw him out and say he's this or whatever, but I was looking for more out of it.
Well, big homie Cade Cunningham just secured a 5-year deal worth $224 million.
Right.
And it could be worth $269 million.
Yeah. I mean, you got to identify your franchise player, and Detroit is identifying him as their guy. So more power to him. I told you, you got to find that guy, and I guess they're going to hitch their wagon to him. He's tactical. Okay. I'm gonna check him out more. This I ain't throwing him out. I want to see some more of him. That was really the first time I really laid eyes on him. But again, we talk about basketball, man. You got to find your guy. You know, there are a lot of guys right here getting this money right now. He's one of the guys. So, have you seen my man that I said the Hawks should have traded back and gotten? Stephen Castle. You see him playing in
I didn't need to see him play anymore. I saw him in college.
Okay. Yeah, I saw part of the first game. He looked pretty good.
I know he.
So I didn't see what he did. Yeah, I think that's one of the guys. You should have positioned yourself for next year's draft. You had the number 1 pick overall. You should have traded back, got picks, got somebody who's going to be trash this year, got their picks, and tried to maneuver your way to get Cooper Flag next year. You had the ace. Yeah. You had the big joker. You should look, man. That Riche dude is not. That's not the pick, big homie. I'm sorry. You were a year early with the number 1 pick, so you should have tried to parlay it into getting. Castle is from Georgia. You should have parlayed this into trying to position yourself for next year's draft. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, Cooper Flag on the Hawks team right now. What position he playing the 3?
Yeah, probably so. I think so.
Yeah, you got Cooper Flag and Jalen Johnson along with Trey and Bogey.
I'm not even sure Trey will be here. I probably could move Trey in, but I mean, you don't want to trade a superstar, but if you can trade a star to get your team better, I think you do. So I don't know.
Yeah, I guess coach saying his buster is the coach. U.S. men's soccer team has been fired.
Okay. They didn't qualify for the Olympics, did they?
I'm not even sure if they're gonna be honest.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, that's probably why he got the boot then. Yeah. All right, let's get to our boy stop. My boss is the Hawks organization. We're gonna continue to ride that until they do something. the Hawks organization still has no identity. And the problem that I have is no one has come out since the draft and said anything or given us any kind of direction or which direction are they going in. You know, they said that Landry Fields may speak today for the first time since trading the DJ, but I'm not even sure I want to hear it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And Cuz said, yeah, you got to put Coop at the 3. I want to ask Cuz, since how many Duke games would you watch this year, Cuz, since Cooper Flag will be playing at Duke? Yeah, I want to see
I think you're gonna get a lot of eyeballs on Duke this year, big homie. I'm serious, man. This is the Caleb. You're gonna have that Caleb Clark effect with Cooper Flag. It's gonna be a rock star show. I'm serious. He gonna sell out some arenas. People going to see him, man. Let him, especially if he comes out and plays well early.
Mm-hmm. So what you saying? I need to use my Duke connection to go to the Duke and Tech game when they come here?
Yeah, you better go and get that in pocket, big homie. I'm telling you. You better go and start working on that.
You know, my connections run deep, big homie.
Okay. All right. Well, you better do what you got to do, because I'm telling you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, big homie, the biggest thing is that, you know, he can play. And, you know, I'm not even going to my analogy about whether talent or whatever sells. We know what sells, you know, and they sell. You know, Caucasians sell in this world. He does something well that they, you know, people are gonna say, oh, well, we tired of seeing that type of person play this game. Let's go see one of ours do it. And I'm telling you, he gonna get that love, because he can play, man. He can definitely play.
I agree. He can play, and I don't understand why D Will is saying that he's overrated. But if overrated is him, then I want him.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see the overrated thing in this, and I just don't think he's not a nice guy. He talks crap, you know. He let you know about it, you know. So
yeah,
let's go play well. Also,
they had a video.
I mean,
they had a video on the Duke page and said that he went up against the Olympic team and didn't blink and didn't flinch, didn't do anything. They say Anthony Davis switched out on him on the wing, and he's like, oh well. Pulled up for the 3 and just like, come on out here if you want to.
Yeah, I saw a lot of game, man. You know, and I think a lot of times these kids, they do so many drills that they get mechanical, but he looks fluid. He looks like game situations, he can react to them, and he's playing with it, you know, playing through it. And if you listen to Carmelo talk about that a little bit, I agree with him. It's like all these kids that train, they just train with their drills. They some of the best drills, you know, that you want to see, you know, going through cones and, you know, going to the left hand. But can you play basketball? You know,
right?
Are you a basketball player? You know, forget all that other stuff. You know, can you play? And he looks like, wait, that's
oh, I got my boy stop. I know what I got my boy stop. I know what it is. I should have had it last week, but this week go be it. The boy stop is the divorce settlement between Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. Did you hear about that, big homie?
I heard it wasn't. It didn't go over well with Iman.
Yeah, he got to give her $1 million. He got to give her $1 million off the rip just for GP. 4 properties that they own together. She got them, and they all worth $10 million together. Then he got to pay child support for two girls, $8,000 for both. And outside of that, he got to pay their private school tuition.
Big homie, man, that's a lot of money, big homie. Does he
I
make it like he
mean,
making money like that?
no, she worth $5 million. So, and he done made $6 to $8 million in his lifetime career earnings, and that's what he's made. But I'm sure he don't have $6 to $8 million now. But
I don't think the shot paying all that kind of money, big homie.
nah, but then they kill him off the shot, so he done,
But
right?
the show going off. That's it for the show. It's over.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, the shot ain't paying that kind of money. No, or the celebrity thing he on with Lamar Odom sitting in school or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But that's a rip off. That ain't a big homie.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. That is a lot, big homie. That is a lot. Wow.
Come on, man. That's awful.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. $8,000 for child support for 2 kids. Come on, man. Where they do that at?
I don't know, man. Woo. Well, boy. What 50 Cent have a baby about me? Be a millionaire? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Boy, that's cold.
But man,
Yeah,
look,
world ain't right, man.
That's $96,000 in child support for the year.
And he wasn't even a superstar athlete. That's the thing I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He's paying almost a 6-figure salary to the kids, and then aside of that, he got to pay for their private school.
Yeah, it's cheaper to keep a big homie. That's what the old time good soul song said. Yeah. Cheaper to keep.
He said they say they count them shot checks.
I don't know. He wasn't a major player on the shot. He ain't making that kind of money. Boy, that's everything he made going to the school.
But look, and then what killed me is the $1 million off the rip.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. And she get to keep all the luxury cars, the Mercedes, the Sprinter van.
What did he get, big homie? What did he get? I'm saying, what did he get?
As Fred Sanford would say, close your eyes and tell me what you see.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what he got.
Yeah, it's rough, big homie.
Yeah, that's tough, though. So that's my boy stop. So
yeah, well, I'm with you on that one. I don't need to even go behind when you got that kind of stuff. That's tough.
Yeah, that's tough. Coach said he's the new age Lamont Sanford. Damn it. Yeah.
Oh.
How does
hope he don't become the new age OJ Simpson.
I know that's right. So my question is this though. If both of you guys are millionaires and married, then why does somebody got to pay somebody else if you divorce?
You got to have a good attorney, man. Got to have a good attorney. I don't know.
That's crazy.
Did he get caught? He got caught cheating, right?
That's what they said. I mean, I can't confirm that, but
that's probably it has to be something like that, big homie. Has to be.
We got guess who in the building, huh?
What's happening?
We got Baby in the building. Yeah, we got Baby in the building. Got the New Orleans in the building. Miss Hart is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give her a round of applause.
Shout out.
Miss Hart is in the building, baby. So, Han, I had a question. I need to get your opinion on this. I had a fun bag question. Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. And I said, which demographic of speaking do you like to hear? Is it New York? Is it Detroit? Is it at the Texas slang? Is it New Orleans? Or is it Atlanta? And Tracy came on here with that New Orleans and said, baby, there's nothing like a New Orleans, somebody saying baby.
Big homie, I think it took me a couple years to understand what these people in Atlanta was saying sometimes. I couldn't understand that. You know, I mean, it's like, I mean, some even in New Orleans, I don't understand it. That some things they say, it's almost like they need subtitles under them in the world, so I know what the hell they say. So I don't know, man. But hey, I'm from Memphis, and I went back home, and some of the crap they say, I don't know what they say either, big homie. So I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
it's that I'm getting older, but I enjoy
Hey.
listening to a lot of them when they speak. Like
Dude.
when I listen to Memphis, it's like, is that what they sound like? I did not know. When I go back and I listen, I'm like, dang. And the same thing with the Atlanta, it's some because it's some words here that they say I can't quite get, but they funny. It's cool, you know. It is
But
what it is.
Hancock, but Hancock, I shut it down. I shut it down, big homie. There
Talk
is
to me.
nowhere in this world, no place in the international, not just the US, but internationally, nobody can say shawty like somebody from Atlanta. And I'm gonna be flat foot under
See,
it.
everybody, that's what I'm saying. You shout it there, and then you got Baby, like you said in New Orleans, and
Yeah.
then you know, all that sun.
Detroit
That's
got the
New York.
what it do.
What it do in Detroit? Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what Memphis is? Hey, what up, Mike?
What up, Mike? Yeah. The Memphis got the what up, man, and
Memphis got Mike.
and the Texas got there already.
So everybody got they, you know, got
Everybody
they
got their
slang.
own
You know what they
dialect.
do. Right.
Yeah.
And some of them I don't know what the hell they saying.
Yeah, but internationally hand, nobody say shout it like somebody from Atlanta. I'm
I
telling you.
heard that.
It don't even flow. If you from another city or state and you try to say shout it just ain't go. It's not gonna have the same appeal. All right, but we're gonna move on from that. Anybody else got in the boy stops? You said you can't follow that one, hand. So
No,
we're
man.
gonna keep this thing moving. We're gonna keep this thing moving right on into our. Yep, it is that time. It's time for getting into our roundtable discussion. Oh, somebody got a comment. Let me see what we got here. Oh, Coach got a boy stop. Ryan Garcia.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm with you, Coach. I think you win, Coach. I think you win, Coach.
Is he your boy stop, Coach, or is he your boy? Is he your Oh yeah, he said the boy stop. Okay, gotcha. Boy stop. Ryan Garcia. Yeah, I think he might have taken the cake.
Yeah. Dude said he is the KKK.
Ain't that something?
He said he want George Floyd to come back so they can kill him again.
Oh,
Dude, that's crazy, man. Yeah. He out there, man.
Yeah, I agree. All right, big helmet. Let's go ahead and jump into this roundtable discussion sponsored by Bo Bell Basketball. You're looking for some improvement in your basketball game? Please contact CoachBoBellBasketball.com. For more information, he got Bo Bell North, South, and Midtown. Well, he got 3 different locations. And you say you're going to get Boogie back down there pretty soon, all right?
I don't know, man. It might be time Boogie to try to find whatever else his thing gonna be, man. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out. But Bo Bell Basketball, what he says, feet work is the key to a lot of these things and the improvement of your game. If you're averaging 8 points, Bo Bell can get you to 20. The breakdown as well. Bo Bell got plenty of 5-star reviews. Go to CoachBoBellBasketball.com or Bo Bell Basketball Academy.com as well. He is the true legend of Atlanta basketball and Atlanta sports. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into our roundtable discussion. NBA moves thus far. Klay Thompson, I hadn't talked to you since Klay has moved to Dallas. And we talked offline about it, but Klay, he finally said something about his return to Dallas. He said, let's go Mavs. He said he's in a better position to win another ring. Question for you is, Han, if he gets another ring without Steph, how much does this, or not just without Steph, but without Golden State, how much does this elevate his legacy once he's finished?
I don't know. It's pretty much will be just like with Ray Allen went to Miami. I don't think it really elevated Ray to me to a point. Ray was already a great player, so him leaving the Celtics and going down to Miami, we don't look at him as that much greater of a player. I don't think he's still the same as Ray Allen. Clay's great years will always be Golden State. Look, when he was Clay, he was Game 6 Clay. Some of the performances he's had, in the crunch time, 60 points, in 3 quarters, and what, 4 or 5 dribbles and those things. So his legacy is cemented, and it always will be Golden State. He can say these things about leaving and going to Dallas and maybe having a chance to win one. That may be great. I mean, that may be something that may be true. But I don't know how anybody can look at this situation and say that he was done wrong, especially when you try to, give him $48 million, in the offseason, and he didn't take it. So I don't know. I don't really sympathize with him that way, and I think it was a business decision that they had to make. I think when you look at the situation, you could probably, I know you can, you could probably supplement your shooting better than you can any other thing. You can find some shooting, but can you find defense and players to keep it moving if he don't want to take that salary? So I think but I'm sure in his heart he would have wanted to finish out as a Warrior, one career stop. So, like I said, I'm happy he has a chance. I hope he proves to himself that it was a good decision. I hope it works out for him. But look, they gave you $140 million, and 2 of those years you were injured. They didn't ask for one dime back. You see what I'm saying? So, and when you look at the situation, your best player, which is Steph Curry, in the years that you were winning a bunch of titles, he was making $11 million a year, and you were on that max extension after your rookie deal. You and Draymond, you were making like $85 million. So you were making the money, and your best player, your star player, was underpaid tremendously. And so should he have been making a noise? Said no, tear this contract up and do. He didn't do that. So why should you? I know you wanted the $100 million deal, but did you get it? You wanted that $100 million deal from Golden State, and you didn't get it. You actually didn't get $24 million that you could have gotten with Golden State in the offseason. You bet on yourself, and you didn't win. You lost. So these are the cards that are dealt now. So, like I said, again, I hope it works out for him, but I don't think it was the smartest decision.
Okay. Now we got who else we got? Oh, Paul George to the Sixers, and we talked about DeRozan already to the Kings. But your thoughts on Paul George going to the Sixers? How does that vibe for them? Does this put more pressure on Embiid to win a ring, or how are we doing this?
Well, yeah, it's definitely pressure on Embiid to try to win, but the problem with that is how healthy will he be? Both of them, Paul George, Embiid. That's been the problem. He's been nicked up and banged up too. So, I like Paul George, but we're talking about Paul George, who's not. Is he PG-13 anymore? Is he just Paul George? That's the thing. Are you? How much is he going to really give you? Is he going to give you enough to be a champion? Can you honestly say that? Especially if Embiid goes down like we know he's been prone to do. So I don't know, man. More power to him. He got a great contract. He got paid. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is enough to win a title.
They don't give you what about if healthy? If you say if healthy, where do you put them then?
Well, if healthy,
if Embiid and Paul George play 75 games together,
they got a shot to get to the finals. don't know if they can beat the West, but they got a shot to get. They'll remember Boston is still there now, and Milwaukee will be a year better. I think Dame and Giannis will play better this year. New York is coming on. Miami is always a player. They'll retool and do something. Orlando is coming. So I mean, there's some teams in the East that they'll have to get through. So I don't know, man. Like I said, even with one leg, we saw how effective Embiid was. He was giving all he wanted. He was in one leg. He was killing. So if they can get him, if he can be healthy, and then I think even before he got hurt, I think he was the front runner for MVP at that time. He was killing. He was really balling before he got hurt. So I do like what Embiid can give you. I just don't know if he can give it to you for a full year. That's what you worry about. And then get him to the playoffs and through them. So we'll see.
Talk to me about,
like I said,
right. Talk to me about what's the one you mentioned? Oh, Mikal Bridges is going to New York.
Yeah. I like that they've added depth. I like what they've done. I'm not sure they're going to be able to keep Julius Randle, but I think they need Randle because you got to have somebody that you can at least, when everything else fails, get the ball and say, okay, give me a bucket. Because, okay, yeah, we saw Brunson do a lot of the heavy lifting and scoring, but you can best believe next year going in, they're going to be defenses geared to counteract that. So having Bridges there, he's not a bona fide just second option or whatever like that. I think he's a third, fourth option. I think you got numbers, you got a chemistry there. I like what they've done. You lost a big piece in the middle, so that might hurt you a little bit. But I don't know. Like I said, we'll see what happens with Julius coming back because you have to remember now, these won't be the Knicks that we saw play through the end of the year and through the playoffs. You're going to be the Knicks now with adding Julius Randle back to the mix and adding Mikal Bridges back to the mix. So you got to figure out your rotations. You got to figure out who plays well together, how this happens. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Maybe they jail by the mid of the year, but this is going to be a totally different Knicks team than it was when we saw them playing 4 or 5 men, like 40, 45, 48 minutes a game, 43 minutes, 45 minutes. So we'll see. And Tibbs, Tibbs will run you in the ground, but he has more toys to play with this time. But like I said, they got to come together.
If Randall comes back, does Jalen Brunson still hold the keys to the car?
That's what I'm saying.
If Julius comes back healthy.
Yeah, because you're looking at now what Randall's going to come back in. He's going to command his 18 to 20 shots a game. So those are 18 to 20 shots a game that were being divvied out. Now, with him getting that many and Brunson getting that many, who are the shots for the other guys? What do they do? How do they?
Bridges and OG and DiVincenzo and Josh Hart.
Exactly. So now you have to figure out how you're going to play.
Yeah, Tibbs gonna have to really manage that situation. This could be more of a problem than it is a solution.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem for the Villanova kids because they wanted to play together. I'm sure, they all got their money, they're doing what they do, and now they like, man, who'd have thought we were all in college together, did we did. But what happens on that is, and we've seen it, to an extent, when you have established group and then you have outside people that come in, something just doesn't quite mesh. You saw how KD was left as an outsider. You saw that, what happened with the Clippers. Remember how the Clippers were balling and they were a good team, like they were coming on. Then you bring in Kawhi and Paul George, and you stunted that group. They never did the same things. Before they got there, Lou Will and those they were working well with the way they were playing. But when you brought Kawhi and PG in there, what did they do? They didn't keep going. They didn't ascend. So sometimes bringing in people that don't really mesh or fit or whatever, it can be a detriment. So I'm wondering, like I said, those 4 players, they know and want to play with each other. Julius Randle is an outsider in that clip. Let's just be real. He don't have nothing to do with that Villanova squad.
Mm-hmm.
These are the Villanova Knicks. You know, so where does he fit in?
I agree. Definitely agree. I was gonna say that it'd be even worse if Villanova had beat Kentucky at some point throughout their college days, and you know this will really have a locker room divided for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like I said,
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, it could be good, but it can kind of go bad, like I said, because let's say Julius is not playing well when he comes back. And those guys are getting together, they do podcasts together, they talk, you know, they like each other, they hang out and do, you know, they go start talking to each other. And then the locker room gets divided, you know, Julius side versus Villanova side, or you know, OG and Randall versus Villanova. I'm leery of all 4 of those guys being on the same team together because they have that college connection like that. You know, maybe
Mhm.
1, 2 players, but to have 4 players, you know, I don't know, man. It could go left.
I agree. All right. One more thing before we get to my Dak question is, what are you looking forward to, or what situation in college football that you're looking forward to this season coming up?
Oh man,
The
like
play,
I want to see
play of
with the
who
changes.
or the school of who? Go ahead.
Yeah, the changes at Alabama. I want to see where they stack up and how they stack up. We've been waiting for Texas to become the juggernaut, and I think they're the team that everybody in the SEC is kind of looking at, saying, okay, maybe they're going to take the crown and be the team. So, you know, is the South still the preeminent conference in college football, or has it now lost that luster? Those are some of the things I want to look at. You know, what happens with
Mhm.
Michigan now with Harbaugh gone? You know,
That's a good one. That's a
um,
good one.
you know what happens. You know, there are a lot of things. Is Dabo is he got to be starting to be on the hot seat now. You know, he doesn't like the transfer portal. He hates the NIL, everything that really these schools are building their team with. He's the anti this. So
Yeah.
you can best believe there are people that are cut from his cloth that are pulling for him to make this work because they want somebody to say, look, we don't have to be like them. We don't have to give cars. We don't have to pay these athletes this. They want that one school that's good that can do this and win. So he'll be the poster boy for that mantra. So to see what
Mhm.
happens with him, yeah, I'm kind of eager to see. So it's a lot of things out there that I'm looking forward to. You know, what happens
Give
at
me a
Florida State? And speaking of a Clemson quarterback, we got DJU coming down there to Florida State to see what he does. He's, all the promise he had when he was at Clemson and fell on a couple of hard times, went out to Oregon State, played, and now he's trying to resurrect it down at Florida State. So we'll see what happens with that also.
All right, give me a bold prediction in college basketball football right now today.
Ooh, bold prediction.
Give me a bold prediction. And if you're in the chat, go ahead and give me a bold prediction for your college football season coming up. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I'm looking forward to seeing the DJ Lagway for Florida Gators. I don't know how they got him out of the state of Texas, but I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
Okay.
And my bold prediction would be Malik Murphy will win ACC Offensive Player of the Year in the ACC. He transferred to Duke, and I think he will be the ACC Offensive Player of the Year in the
Okay.
in the conference.
Okay. All right. I don't really have a bold prediction, man. I'm just anticipating seeing some of the things we just talked about. So I don't have. Maybe next week I think when I come back with one. I really hadn't been thinking that much about just anticipating the season,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I mean it
nothing like
was off the cuff. It was off the cuff anyway. Coach said he got one. Someone from the SEC would not win the national championship this year. That is a bold prediction. Okay. I got
you. Okay. No SEC title, huh? No champion.
No SEC champion.
Also, I want to see if where Georgia stand, because I think we finally saw a little less momentum with them after those 2 seasons they put together. This was they looked like giants. So I want to see where if Kirby can keep feeding the monster. Dude, I have not seen Dalton Knecht hit a shot.
You hadn't seen him hit a shot yet?
I haven't seen. I've been watching it. I'm sure he scored somewhere, but I haven't seen him hit a shot tonight.
All right, I got a bold prediction for you in the chat.
Okay. Ohio State is got to do for.
I look like you looked away when you read it.
Yeah, I would look back and saw it. I was watching to see if Knecht was going to shoot again. I guess they got about as good a chance as Knecht making the jump.
Oh, wow. That's how you feeling about Knecht?
Yeah, I don't see the love.
Well, you see the love, you just don't see you just don't see the
well, yeah, talent. I don't see why it's warranted.
Yeah, I got you. All right, anybody else out there got any bold predictions for our college football for this year? Maalik Murphy, put it on there. Maalik Murphy, ACC Offensive Player of the Year this year for the Duke Blue Devils. Do you think Cooper Flagg should have replaced Kawhi in the Olympics on the Olympic team, or Jaylen Brown?
I still think it should have been Jaylen Brown. Like I said, when you mentioned his name, I'm definitely with that. First, the only thing I thought about was Paul George, but like I said, I think that was due to him and Kawhi being on the same team. I thought about him, but yeah, I think it should have been Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, okay. You do think you do think Cooper Flagg would be the number 1 pick next year, though, right?
Oh, hands down, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Yeah, he's gonna be the number 1 pick.
It would be the year. He wasting his time. Now, I did find out that his twin brother, they are fraternal twins, so they're not identical.
Oh, okay.
And this is the thing. Cooper Flagg reclassified up a class. His brother stayed in 2025 class, but Cooper Flagg reclassified. That's why he's so young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I remember when they said he did reclass.
Yeah, that all the goals to tell you the talent that you say God gave him, and kind of missed. His brother missed out. His brother is 6'7", 180. Cooper Flagg is 6'9", 210.
Yeah. So he put on some weight. If he got good hands, maybe he can go play football. They like, that size at tight end.
We got another bold prediction. Mark is being active tonight.
Boy, I hear you, Mark. That's a hell of a statement, because I don't know who at what position. That's good. That's a good one, though. That's one winning some money. That Marky Mark.
Yeah, for sure. What are you anticipating a Arch Manning sighting?
Oh, he's got to play some this year. I was surprised, honestly. That's one surprise when you asked about surprise. I was surprised he didn't transfer, didn't leave. That shocked me. I just didn't understand. I thought he definitely would want to be the full-time quarterback somewhere this year. So for him to stay at Texas, that was big. I didn't see that. Okay, Travis Hunter, that's a good pick, Mark.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was shocked that Arch stayed there. I think but he's definitely got to get on the field, especially in blowout situations. I'm sure he's gonna be the guy coming. He's got to play. They got to get him some time.
All right, let's get to Dak real quick before we go. Dak Prescott, if you compare his numbers to Patrick Mahomes, they're not that far apart.
Yeah.
Other than the rings.
Sometimes numbers lie though.
Okay.
And
so I'm
it's
just
about what you're doing. Yeah, it's about what you're doing in those times when you're getting those numbers. See,
but don't you get paid by the numbers?
Yeah, paid. But I was talking about winning in titles. His numbers, yeah, they justify him getting a contract. But what sets him and Mahomes apart is Mahomes does this in the playoffs. Mahomes wins Super Bowls. And I said wins Super Bowls, plural. There's 3. Dak has 1 playoff win. So you have all the numbers you want. And see, the thing about it is, it's not like Dak hadn't had talent around him also. See, there's been talent there. It'd be different had Dak been the sole, superstar on a team or sole star, but there was nothing around. But he's had one of the better offensive lines. He's had one of the better running backs. He's had a couple of big-time wide receivers. He's had everything. He's had a defense. He's had it all, but he hadn't been able to get his team over the hump. This was one of the worst years that Patrick Mahomes' offense has looked since he's been in the NFL. And what did they end up doing? They won a Super Bowl. So they can miss me with the numbers and all that. It's only one number that counts, and that's winning. When it counts, and he doesn't do it. Dak doesn't win when it counts. Dak go Dak.
Okay. Dak go Dak. All right, I got you.
I don't care about them numbers. That don't matter.
Because it's time as we continue to get these other quarterbacks paid, and Dak hadn't got his pay yet. Is it warranted for him to go ahead and get paid? If he had Rich Paul as his agent, would he have been paid by now?
Yeah, he probably would, especially if Paul had other players that he, was representing, because he would, definitely keep everybody at bay. But the thing about it, they're gonna pay because of the numbers. I don't know if Dallas is gonna pay him though, because Dallas knew they got caught up before. I think they're kicking it down the road as far as they can before they have to do it. And I don't know. I hope they don't. I'm just going to be honest with you. I hope they don't pay. But I think Dak still has some of the leverage because they need a quarterback. And they don't have one besides him. So he's probably going to get the money, but I sure hope they don't. I don't want them to tie. I don't want the Cowboys to be tied up into this and then be looking down the road and saying we got to pay Dak. We tied up with this quarterback who can't win a Super Bowl.
Well, how much?
Because you got to put pieces around.
What would you give him right now? What would you, if you had to give him something, or you just don't want him at all?
I really don't want him at all, but I think he's still, I think what they're paying quarterbacks over $50 million a year. That's crazy. And I think he's a $50 million quarterback? No. If I was there, I'd offer him. I wouldn't want to offer him anything, to be honest with you. But I think you'd have to pay. I'd have to at least do right by himself between 42 to 45 million a year.
Is he a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence ain't done nothing either.
But he ain't
I
done
think
nothing
he
and got
turns the ball over
275.
too. Yeah, I mean, and that's the key right there, is that Trevor Lawrence has set this market for mediocre quarterback play, and that's why Dak has got a right to ask for it, and he's probably going to get it. I don't know, is everybody keeps saying, well, if he doesn't get it from the Cowboys, he's going to get it from somewhere. Then, but my point is, let somebody have it. I mean, we've had him now for these years, and he hadn't done anything, hadn't materialized anything. So why worry about it if he goes somewhere else? You just have to identify and get a stopgap till you find your quarterback. And they've been fortunate. If you look back at the quarterback situation with the Cowboys, Romo was a find. He was sitting on the bench and he got in there and showed out, and he was like a late round pick. He wasn't like a highly thought of quarterback coming out of Eastern Michigan, but he materialized into a franchise quarterback. Nobody was checking for Dak Prescott coming out of Mississippi State. I didn't even think he was a passing quarterback. I remember seeing him at Mississippi State. I thought he was more of a runner. So for him to become at least a franchise type quarterback, you found him right after Romo, which was, just good fortune. Cowboys have been fortunate to have two quarterbacks that they didn't spend a lot of capital on and got a lot out of both of them, low round picks, whatever. And they, maybe you find another low round pick. And I think that's the key. You go out and you build your team and you get a serviceable quarterback and let him grow with the team. It's been the blueprint. Why not continue that? That's what I think. That's what they've done. Find another one. I don't think that guy. He's the one sitting on the bench now. I don't think he's that guy. But like I said, I think you've had success finding quarterbacks and developing them in the system. So I'll be willing to try to do that again.
All right, with that being said, it's going to end our roundtable discussion. And I know you missed it last week, but it's time to have a little fun of it, Hancock. So it's time for us to jump into our SRT fun bag. Everybody been probably just sitting around waiting on this segment, I'm sure. All right, real quick. Let everybody know it's time for the SRT fun bag. Make sure you go ahead and send your comments in and put them in the chat so we can read them out. And before we get into that, make sure you go to the YouTube channel at SRT Sports Talk Radio 2705. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the link to the show. We greatly appreciate that. That is something we must continue to do. All right, SRT fun bag. All right, big homie. I got 2 words. I want you to describe yourself. Choose a word that describes you. Simplicity or luxury?
Oh, I'm simple, man. I don't need a lot of luxury. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm going simplicity myself. Next question. I'm gonna love this one. If a 5-star restaurant wants to name a dish or a meal after you, what would it be called and what is it?
Late night.
Call it late night.
Late night.
What is it gonna be? What's the dish? What's the meal?
What's the dish? Oh man, it'll probably be. I'm kind of stuck on this Asian cuisine right now, so it'll be some stir-fried vegetables and shrimp, sautéed in a brown sauce over rice, and the beverage of my choice, probably Red Stripe.
Okay, that's a nice little dish. My dish would be some It'll be. Let me see what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the old boy. We're gonna call it the old boy with some Italian red sauce over yellow rice with grilled shrimp and grilled chicken and some green peppers, yellow peppers, and all that.
Okay.
We got, look, I knew Trace was waiting on this. She called it a little of this, a little of that, and it's gonna be some gumbo. How about that? New Orleans for you, okay. All right, so that was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. All right, my next question, Hein. What is something your brain continues to try to get you to do, but you keep fighting it?
Ooh, my brain just,
Eat chicken?
I do miss fried chicken. So I guess that's good, Big O. You must be in my brain, Big O. So I miss some fried chicken and some wings. I guess
we've been together for a long time, so you know, don't be surprised.
So that's good. Yeah, my brain, because it's telling me you missing some chicken.
And look what Tracy said.
Eat fried chicken.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Yeah, I'm with that.
All right.
Let's go.
Mine is eating Millennium ice cream over a slice of apple pie.
What's Millennium ice cream?
Oh, big homie. Whew, Lord have mercy. You got to pull that one up. Best ice cream ever made. Bluebell.
Is that right?
Millennium Crunch. Millennium Crunch.
Okay. Never heard of it.
MOO. Yeah, MOO. Millennium. Yeah, Millennium Crunch is boy. It is all that in the bag of chips. Tracy says she never heard of that. Well, I'm telling you, you may not want to pull it up because once you get a taste of this hand, I promise you will not be going back.
It's on.
Boy. All right, the next question is this. What is the one ability or talent that if you had it, you would be unstoppable in life?
Are these just real things that we can do, or we supernatural things we can do?
It's up to you. You tell me, because I think once you think of it, it's real in your mind.
Okay, but Big, I've been watching. It's a show on Netflix called Supercell. Check it out. People born with certain traits.
I saw Supercell. Yeah. Oh, Lamar in there, right?
Yeah, Lamar's in there for sure.
Yeah.
Is. I want to be a guy that can jump in the time back and forth. That'd be if I could do that, I'd be unstoppable.
All right, but
I'd be the richest man in the world.
But what would you be jumping back and forth for? How would that? How would it make you unstoppable?
Just to get the lottery numbers. Just to get the lottery number.
Just get the lottery number.
Oh yeah, all I need. I don't really need but one good jump. Yeah, I need one good jump. Yeah.
All right, good deal. For me is if I had the ability to edit videos at an all-time level, I would be unstoppable.
Okay.
Next question. Could you give away $1 million in less than 8 hours to gain $5 million? You have to give away as a challenge. The challenge would be you have to give away $1 million less than 8 hours to gain $5 million. Could you do that?
Okay, is there certain increments that I can only go to give this away, or because it doesn't seem that hard if I don't have any stipulation?
No stipulation. You just got to give it away. You can't spend none of it on you.
Long as I got in writing that I'm getting $5 million, yeah, I can do it.
You can do it.
But
you can do it.
If I'm not going to get the $5 million, I'm not.
You can do it. You can give away $1 million in 8 hours.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a problem.
Damn, Tracy said she don't need that much time. Okay, Tracy said she didn't need that much time. I know that's right.
You get $5 million back, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do
that.
How
many phone calls would you have to make?
Probably about 2, 3.
All right, it's getting close to that time. So let me get to this last question. After all you done been through in life, what will be your theme song moving forward? And it has to be. It can be the song, but we'll have to use the instrumental.
Okay. Theme song moving forward is.
Man, shout out to Dez. He said he would definitely give our SRT some of the money.
That's what's up. Appreciate that, Dez.
Yes, sir.
You ain't got to wait till you get that $1 million, though, if you want to donate, though. I'm with you.
There you go. Tracy's the health thing song. We keep on moving by the people who did the fake thing.
The fake thing.
Yeah, the people who did the Milli Vanilli.
Oh, Milli Vanilli. Gotcha.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh no, they didn't do keep on moving. They didn't do keep on moving. My
That's
bad.
That's the Funky Dreads, ain't it? Yeah, they were Funky Dreads did that, ain't
it? Yeah, that was Soul to Soul or something like that. Yeah.
Soul to Soul, Funky Dreads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know, big homie.
Cope said, Mississippi Mass Choir, I'm not tired yet. Okay.
I'm not tired yet.
Yeah, you ain't got your theme song yet?
Dope. No, man. I don't know. I got to think of one, man.
Well, you know you got 30 seconds.
Okay.
We on commercial break right now. By the time you think of one,
big homie, you go ahead and call yours. I don't know what my song
I'm calling. Hey, my favorite song of all time, Yolanda Adams. I'm gonna be ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to get back with you next week because I don't know what my song will be, because maybe they hadn't written it yet.
I got 2. I got the Yolanda Adams I'm gonna be ready and Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Yeah, I just used the instrumental. Shout out to my boy Isaac Hayes III, who produced that song. But yep, I don't know what Tracy's saying no sir about, but okie dokie. Let me go ahead and get our outro music going, because it is about that time.
About that time.
Yeah. About that time. I'm about to go and give me a chicken salad. About to go and give me a little chicken salad. Yes, sir. All right, man. Shout out to the loyal listeners. Shout out to my main man Hancock, who's back in the fray today. So appreciate that, big homie. And
yes, sir.
Shout out to Coach and Asa for last week, man. They came through and made it happen. We had a pretty decent show, man. So shout out to all of them. Shout out to everybody who continue to listen and support Sports Roundtable. Make sure you continue to do that. Go to our YouTube page and like, subscribe, and click on that little bell to let you know when we're going live. We go live each and every Wednesday, 7 to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, sir, and that's all I got. Go ahead, Han.
Yeah, man, I echo that sentiment, big homie. Shout out to all the people that support and come in and ride with us every week, man. And like you said, shout out to Ace and Coach for stepping up for us last weekend, coming in at the bullpen and pinch hitting. But yeah, man, enjoyed the show, big homie. Again, shout out to you, man. Glad you're in good health, mentally and physically. So again, you got to get it together, baby. I'm about ready to get down to the Big Easy. We're going to have to get in there. I need some return.
Yes, sir. We definitely got to do that. I see Marta just checked in. I'm not sure.
Like Mark.
Yeah, I just got a like from him. So maybe he's jumping on in here for a minute, but no, hey, better late than never. I would say that. Yeah, let's get on down to the Big A's. Maybe you can take the wife there for the weekend and I'll join you.
Yeah, we might do that.
All right, let me know. Breaking news, Jonte Porter pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud and federal something. Oh my God. So them Porter boys can't get right, could they?
No, man. That's sad.
Man, that's sad, ain't it? All right, Coach, we appreciate that, bro. With that being said, we got to get up out of here. All right, Han, let's get it. Let's roll.
Boogie! I'm headed home, baby.
It's your main man, H.O. from Bankhead. R.I.P. Moms and Pops. R.I.P. BC. And if you love the show, and if you didn't,
I'm going to think of that song next week, big homie.
there it is. And we out. Peace.
Peace.